Well, welcome back to the channel, and thanks for joining me today. A lovely summer's day today at Horsey. Got another review for you today, the CCM Spitfire 6, and here she is in her glory. Lovely colour. I love everything about it. We'll jump on, we'll talk a little bit more about her. Yeah, so I'll do the walk round and run through all the specs in the usual way. Yeah, anyway, got to go through the startup procedure with this fancy key fob on there. I prefer the key personally myself, but anyway, never mind. Right, let's fire her up. Got a fire button there. Here she goes. Cold start there as well. Don't need it because the bike's warm, but at the moment I did use it when I first started the bike up this morning. But yeah, single cylinder this one, 600cc. I think the piston in this is about 10 centimetres, 100mm. Oh, I'll throw a leg over. It's got one of those stands that flicks up, or it should do anyway. Needs a little bit of persuasion there. Here we go. Hold on. Got to go easy. The bike's only done 130 miles, so it's still in the running in process. See what she's like around these twisties. Go relatively easy, but anyway, yeah, absolute pleasure to ride. I hope you can hear me okay. I've got the mic underneath this snood here. Clutch, the first thing I noticed about this bike is how light that clutch is. It's a hydraulic clutch on here, and you can literally pull that in with your little finger. That is so light, that. Yeah, like I say, hydraulic clutch. Sounds absolutely wonderful when you open it up. Oh, not going to mess with the hay bale lorry. Jesus. That's the downside with it. I've been lovely roads out this way, but you certainly got to watch for all this farm machinery. And gosh, she sounds wonderful. It's got the twin exhausts on here as well. I will give you a thorough walk round, and I'll run through all of the specs in the usual way. A little bit further into the ride. Oh yeah, stay along till the end of the video because I've got a little bit of a surprise for you if you're new to the channel. Yeah, anyway, if you are new to the channel, consider subscribing, hit that notification bell. It'd be great to have you along. I don't just do ride out reviews, I do other just general ride outs, and yeah, this model's got the twin Brembos as well. So I think they're the 4-pot Brembo calipers, with whopping great wavy discs on here as well. I've been told the suspension's set up for round about my weight really. I'm what my sort of fluctuate really between about 12.5 and 13. So depending on what sort of week I'm having really. What's she like for the overtake? No issues with the overtake. Yeah, these come in limited numbers as well. 300, I think. There's 300 of these. 500 of the bobber, I believe. So there's a little number plaque on there. Cool. Very noisy. Very noisy. Got these little mirrors on the bar end mirrors as well. Actually, visibility's fairly good through the mirrors. Got like a little blue tinge to the mirrors as well. Oh, sorry if I'm shouting, but I'm trying to talk over the sound of the bike. That's how I'm running her in. I think this one's 56 brake horsepower, and I think it's 58 Newton meters of torque, I believe. I love this colour as well. I mean, the attention to detail, we'll go through that a little bit more when I pull over, but the attention to detail on this bike is absolutely amazing. You know, they're built, I don't know if you know anything about CCM, but they're built up in Bolton. The factory's up in Bolton, so they're all the frame is hand welded, TIG welded, and they're absolutely yeah, 19-inch wheels on this as well. Try the brakes out, try the front brakes. Wow, them front brakes are amazing with the twin Brembos. Try the rear. Yeah, not much to be said for the rear. It's a single Brembo calibre on there as well on the rear, but probably needs a bit of bedding in, I should think. It's like, so it is brand new, this. It's got the Marzocchi upside down forks as well, and they're adjustable, and a monoshock on the rear. Oh, certainly got some punch. The switch gear on here, yeah, very basic, very minimalistic. It's a very minimalistic bike. Switch gear, so that's your high beam there. Horn, what? Bit of a funky horn. No switch gear on the right hand side there. No kill switch. The kill switch is actually there. Also as well, this bike has no electronics at all. No traction control, no ABS. Yeah, so pretty much raw motorcycle riding, which is what I like. About it. Rev counter running across the top there. Lovely, silky smooth gearbox. Probably one of the best I've actually felt, to be fair. Absolutely silky smooth, the gearbox. One thing I have noticed though is it is difficult to find neutral. Sometimes you have to go, you know, like flick between first and second to try and get it in the neutral there, but minor detail there. So yeah, first impressions are certainly different. It does egg you on a little bit when you start winding her open. I'm trying to keep the revs fairly low at the moment because it's not due, well, it'll be due a service, I think, between about 500 and 800 miles. That's another thing I want to touch on as well. The service is, I think CCM have got like a mobile fleet of technicians dotted around the UK. So they actually come to your house and service the bike. Not too sure on exactly how much the costs are. I think they're relatively short service intervals as well. So I think after the first one, I think it's 3,500, I think, would be the next service. No lockable fuel cap on here. It's actually got a composite fuel tank as well, so don't know how that would weather, or you know how that would last. But yeah, the fuel cap, you just basically push it. No, you not twist it there, it pops up, and then you unthread it. It's on the thread. I'm not going to do it while I'm riding, but we'll go through that in a bit. Sounds wonderful. Those brakes as well, I'll tell you, it just puts a complete smile on your face, this. Oh, beautiful. The dash there, very minimalistic, this. Another thing I've noticed as well, a little bit of a negativity, is the lights on here. I've just had to put fuel in. There's no fuel gauge. You've got a little light comes on there, and when I say a little light, it's not very bright at all. Same with the neutral light and the indicators. No self-cancel indicators, no fancy gizmos on here at all. It's just pure motorcycle. Good morning, sir. Beautiful. Sometimes it takes a little bit to start. I've noticed over the last I've had this bike, what, I don't know, probably a week. And I absolutely love it. Suspension, yeah, may require softening up a little bit. I think really it's okay. It's not really rattling the teeth out. It's something that I may look into, maybe a slight adjustment on the suspension. However, with those twin Brembo brakes on the front there, when you brake, it does nosedive. It's got a lot of braking power here. I think the bike is a very light bike. It weighs about 139 kilos. I think that's the dry weight. We will run through all of the specs, so stay tuned, and I'll run through all of those shortly when I pull over. But I'm just thoroughly enjoying the ride of this. So yeah, single cylinder, 600cc, twin exhaust. So single cylinder, however with a twin exhaust. Brilliant. Oh, yeah. That is the downside. Is obviously, like I say, there is no dealerships around the UK, but it does come with a 2-year warranty, and if you're lucky, you may still be able to snap one of these up. I mean, like I say, there's only 300 of these, this actual Spitfire 6 model. So yeah, give them a call. CCM Motorcycles in Bolton. Had no real issues dealing with them. Yeah, I was going to say at the end of the video the surprise, but if you're an existing subscriber, you'll be aware that this is actually my bike. I bought this, had it delivered a week ago, but I did want to ride it for a little while, so it's not as such a first ride review, because I have actually, you know, had a little ride. Well, I've actually done 139 miles on there now. But the attention to detail on this bike is, every time I look at it, you know, I'm looking at it in the garage, and every time I look at it, there's something different I notice. Like all these, you know, etched logos, and every time I look at it, there's something else. So I'll pull over just up here, and I'll give you a thorough walk around of the bike, and I'll run through all of the specs in the usual way. Oh, gorgeous! These roads are just perfect for this as well. These back road scratches, I love it. I'll find somewhere suitable out of the way, and I'll pull over. Yeah, I am impressed. It's actually, when I had it delivered, it actually it is better than I expected. Still early days yet, but as far as the, you know, the looks of the bike, the sound, everything, the fit, the finish, everything is actually better than I was expecting. So yeah, it's a completely different riding experience to well, pretty much anything I've ever rode. Now, if you are new to the channel, there is a playlist of around, I think there's about 30 plus bikes, new bikes and ride out reviews. Have a look, but I'm telling you now, this is something completely different. Everything, the riding experience, it's actually very comfortable. My feet are in a lovely position on the pegs. What else can I tell you? Yeah, I mean, lovely, absolutely lovely. So certainly the first 140 miles I've done on this bike has been very enjoyable. Very enjoyable. I'd like to say get yourself out to your local dealers to test ride one, but yeah, well, there isn't any. Everywhere you take this bike and you pull over, everybody's looking at it, everybody's talking about it. You go to the bike meets, it's just yeah, just love the sound of that single thumper. What else can I tell you? Just find somewhere suitable in a minute, I'll pull over. Out of the way. Wonderful, absolutely wonderful. Nice shape here on the tank as well. The lovely, lovely paint finish. So all of the welds, it's all hand welded this. It's not Euro 5 compliant, so hence why you've got no ABS, no rider aids, nothing. I mean, yeah, sounds bloody, excuse my language, wonderful. Just need to find a lay-by somewhere off the road. The brakes are brilliant, that front brake anyway. It's got all I've actually got them as optional extras, those levers as well, the billeted levers, adjustable, and they're just right. Perfect around these twisty roads. Perfect. I've also got a side mounted number plate as well, which I haven't put on. It's actually quite like, let's pull in over here. Let's pull in here. Oh, is that someone's driveway? What's she like for neutral? Yeah, it's not too bad. The neutral light I can barely see. So side stand, yeah, you need to really get off the bike to put the side stand out to sprung, which I'm not too sure I like that. But there she is. Like I say, it's got the single cylinder with the twin exhausts coming out there. It's now starting to change colour actually. But yeah, right, let's turn her off. And I'll give you a thorough walk round of the lovely machine. See the light there underneath the seat? It's actually got the indicators in there as well. Pretty sure. You probably might be able to see that in the sun. And also here as well. It's got the progressive indicators. No hazard lights on here, nothing. Right. There's a kill switch on here as well. You can either use the key fob on the side there and kill the bike, or press the kill switch. So I'm going to do that, because one thing with this bike, oh, it's a bit quiet now. One thing with this bike is if you do hit the kill switch, the actual lights and everything stays active, so it's not always the best thing to do. So I was advised by the guy, the guy dropped it off, the delivery guy, which he gave me a thorough run through the bike. Very sort of comprehensive overview of the bike. Yeah, he suggested, you know, you kill it with that, so you don't forget basically it's powered up. But look at that, that is absolutely, I love it. Right, let's have a look at the specs. Right, well here she is, the 2022 CCM Spitfire 6. Like I said before, the engine is a Husqvarna 600cc with a 100mm single cylinder, 4-stroke double overhead cam, 4-valve, liquid cooled. So there's the engine tucked away in there. Yeah, all very well made Husqvarna engine there. Nice braided lines there, is that actually as well. That looks a bit close. So the old coolant hose to the downpipe there. Yeah. So yes, it's 56 brake horsepower and 58 Nm torque at 5,500 RPM. It's a Mikuni fuel injected system. The gearbox, 6-speed, 1 down 5 up, silky smooth. Probably one of the best I've come across, to be fair. There's no sprocket cover on there either, which is a bit unusual. You see the hydraulic clutch line there as well. Yeah, clutch is very nice. You can pull that in with your little finger, basically. The clutch. It's a wet multi-plate disc hydraulic clutch. Fuel tank is a nylon composite 14 litre fuel tank there. Very lovely paint job on there as well. Really nice finish on there. But yeah, it's a nylon composite fuel tank. 14 litres with a claimed MPG of 56 mpg. But I don't really care, to be fair. Not really why, you know, the reason why I bought the bike. The frame is a high strength steel, hand TIG welded, and it's welded to a very, very high standard. I mean, look at these welds here. Absolutely amazing welds. It's really well done, really well made. Really well made there. The dry weight of the bike is yeah, 139 kilograms, as you know, specified on the actual CCM website. So yeah, if you're interested in all the figures, the ground clearance, this is 195mm ground clearance. The rate of the bike is 26 degrees. The trail is 118mm. Seat height is yeah, 820mm seat height. However, because the bike's fairly wide, I can't actually flat foot this, not like my other bike. Yeah, the overall height of the bike, that's the mirrors, is 1070mm. The overall length of the bike is 2170mm. The wheelbase is 1480mm, all according to the CCM website. Suspension, front forks there are the upside down Marzocchi, fully adjustable for preload, rebound and compression, with 120mm of travel. You can see there I've actually Yeah, I think it's to do with them whopping great brakes on there. It's got the twin Brembos. Yeah, so the rear is the YSS unit, adjustable for spring, preload and rebound. Tucked away in there. I say tucked away, it's not really tucked away, but you can see the air intake there. I've actually got a cover to go on there should I ever get caught out in the rain, which hopefully not. Again, with 120mm of preload on the suspension there. So the brakes, like I said, are Brembo all round, so 4 pots on the front, twin 320mm wavy discs. So the stopping power there is, yeah, like I say, the bike's not a heavy bike at all anyway. So, and again on the rear there, you've got a wavy disc there, which is 240mm. All CCM logos on there, single pot Brembo by the look of it there. So the dash and the lighting, let me turn the old spring the bike into life here again with the key fob. So we've got the key fob here. Oh, not that one. What have I done with it? There it is. So yeah, you got this key fob here, so basically touch on there and that all the lights will now come into life. So full LED lighting all round, including the progressive indicators. I'll just turn them indicators on. Yeah, I like them. I do like them. Yeah, you can see the indicator flashing there on the rear, under the seat. Let's turn them off. The dash, yeah. So you've got your rev counter across the top there. It's in neutral. You can just see the light on there. Probably not on the camera. They're very low. Like you could do with some brighter bulbs in there. So you've got your indicators here, neutral, high beam, low beam. Actually, we'll put the high beam on. So that's the high beam there. Let's have a look at the light. Yeah, very nice indeed. Just turn that off. So the battery. Yeah, there's all sorts of trips on here as well. Trip 1, trip 2, maximum RPM, volts there, 13.2 volts, temperature gauge there. Yeah, all sorts of information there. Average MPG by the look of it, 31 RPM there. So if you wanted to see the RPM on there as well as up there, I'll generally leave it on that one so I can see how many miles I've done. Yeah, very impressed so far. Let's just turn that off there. So love these levers as well. So I did pay extra for those. They've even got the CCM logo on there. Loads of carbon, absolutely loads of carbon on here, everywhere. One thing I might do is order a radiator guard. So, but everywhere you look, I mean CCM branding everywhere. It's got the 19-inch wheels on here as well. Really well made. Battery in here, under there. I have got an Optimate charger as well, so I'll leave it on that because yeah, it requires it really, to be fair. Side glass there for your oil filler. Really nice finish all round. I love the welding on these cans as well. Brembo master cylinder there. So there's no actual reservoir. It actually looks like you take this cap off here. Side glass there on the rear by the look of it. What else can I tell you? Lovely carbon mudguard on there. Yeah, I know it doesn't have massive grade mudguards on, but it doesn't really matter. This bike is not going to be rode in the rain. It's not going to be I am going to be putting a radiator guard on there as well, you know, to stop stones and what have you flicking up. So, but yeah, I just love everything about this. I love it, although that does look a bit close to the exhaust. I take it they've obviously it's not been an issue in the past, so yeah. So you can see the air intake inside there as well, under there. CCM even branded on there. Really, you know, attention to detail. So everywhere I look, I just see something else. Like down here, this number 71 on the cover there. Really nice finish. But yeah, like I say, I've got a side mounted number plate bracket which I could move all this, or move the number plate to the side there, but I actually quite like it as it is really. And you would lose the indicators as well on the rear, so need to start leaning it over a bit more and wearing those pips off the tyres. CCM in the hub there as well. Everything's branded, everything's, I don't know, everywhere you look it's all high quality components. HEL hoses, braided hoses, really nice, really nice. Seat is very comfortable. Yeah, nice lovely foot pegs there as well. Negatives, like I say, I suppose I'll get used to it, but the you know, the stand flicks up when you lift the bike up, so yeah. Alright, well there you have it, the CCM Spitfire 6. If you fancy one, I probably wouldn't hang around. I don't even know if there's any more left or available. Yeah, okay, so I think we should jump on and ride some more. Yeah, absolutely perfect for around these twisty roads. Proper beat road scratcher. Well, like I say, if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. Plenty more bike content coming. And yeah, thanks for joining me today on this ride out review of the CCM Spitfire 6. Anyway, take care. Hopefully see you on the next video. See ya.